After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that. Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On play action, now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
On 1st down, Brady. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Brady again. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 29 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Shadow! Here we go. Check 31. Check 31. Whip.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Brady now to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Cover! Here I come again.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On 2nd and 2, Brady. Touchdown! It's complete from 19 yards away. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Check 59.
Brady will look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. He's going to air one out. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Rodgers going to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Eluding the pressure right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their own 37. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
45.
Rodgers will throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And Brady's throw there incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Mike 4, all day.
To throw is Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Brady to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Wide 80. Mike 59. Hey, let's get in there. Cover. Mike 59. Mike 59. I got one. 59's Mike. 59.
Here's Brady to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Russell Gage from 8 yards out. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Rodgers looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. This will be caught at Samuel. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Single receiver. Watch number 12. Watch number 12. It's just me and you.
Rodgers throwing here. And, it'll be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those teams?